Hello. This is a storyline reading as far as young man, Mr. Dante Wright. Mr. Dante Wright was killed by a policeman, Officer Kim. Let me get it right. Let me get it right. Let me get it right. I know what this came in my mind, but I gotta make sure I'm saying it right. I don't want to. Okay, let's see. Bear with me. Officer Kim Potter. Okay, because I almost said the wrong name. I said, wait, I don't think that's her name. Okay. Officer Kim Potter. Dante Wright was a 20-year-old young man, a father of a baby boy. Okay, it was a traffic stop in Brooklyn Center, Minnesota, April the 11th, 2021. The killing of Dante Wright caused the uproar. Now, I want to know, as far as, I don't know, I think Officer Porter, see, I'm saying it wrong. Officer Potter, I'm so sorry, Officer Potter received some kind of time, but it wasn't a lot of time. I don't see the amount on here, but it wasn't a lot for the, because they saying she is convicted of manslaughter, grabbing her handgun instead of her taser. But they kept talking about her lawyer, whoever it was talking about she had family and the holidays for Christmas, getting the case over with or whatever they were saying. And it seemed so disrespectful, you saying that she got family she wanted to go home to. He had family he wanted to go home to too. I don't know when people are going to stop making it like one life is more valuable than the other because of your race. Because that's a race thing when you do that. Okay? So we have a picture of her right here. Okay, this is what, okay, let's see, I needed to stop, what's going on? Mugshot, this is her mugshot without her uniform on. This is how she looked without her uniform on. Dang, I hate one, no. Looks kind of strange. Okay, let's just say, okay, but, yeah. She was given a certain amount of time because she is accused of manslaughter. But, the baby is blocked out, but he had a little sweetheart, but the little face blocked out. Okay, let me see. Anything else? Minnesota. He is the parents to Dante, his pretty mommy and daddy. See what I'm saying? Family members, sisters, relatives, brothers, or who all he had that loved him and wanted him to come home safely. She received 24 months in jail. Now, we know what 24 months equals, right? That's like 2 years. So she get 2 years. Now, she was a veteran of 26 years and she don't know the difference in her handgun and her taser. I have my grandson. I got more than one grandson, but I'm going to go with my youngest one. He's smart as a whip. Get what I'm saying? He will run circles around you. Any of you grown-ups, right? Take my grandson. And my other grandson, he definitely know about guns, no doubt about that thing. But I'm talking about my youngest grandson, right? Take my youngest grandson. You put that story in front of my youngest grandson and he will spin circles around the lawyers and everything. Let him be the lawyer up there. He would win that case. Now, I'm just saying. Get what I'm saying? I'm just saying. And he's a 10-year-old. He's smart as a whip. Because if I couldn't show him that, right? Because I wouldn't want him to see the shooting of Dante, because I happen to see the shooting of Dante by looking at the trial. If I didn't see the trial, I wouldn't have saw the shooting, because I don't like looking at none of those videos. But I looked at the trial, so it came in, so I got to see it. But it was slow motion, so maybe that's why I was able to actually look at the details or whatever, because it was slow motion. Because I usually don't look at none of those police killings and murders or anybody murders that's on film. I don't want to see it. But if my grandson would say, how she don't know that that yellow taser in front of her, her partner was right beside her. Every time they kept showing that clip, it drove me nuts. The officer right next to her, black one or whatever color he was right there by her. And he had a big yellow taser right there, sitting right there. Every time I looked at that clip, I was saying, oh my goodness, why this lady don't see that? And why can't she see that what's in her hand is a black gun? I know she know her colors. She was trained to kill, so let's not mask the smell of foul, because it was foul. Get what I'm saying? She trained to kill, bottom line. Bottom line. No ifs, buts about that thing. She trained to kill people, not to be nice to you. Get what I'm saying? And she shot him just where they shoot people at. Right? Tasers is not all that. We know tasers, they can kind of tase people anywhere. She needs some kind of, she definitely needed some kind of psychological help if she didn't know that was a black gun in her hand. Or really, she did. She shouldn't even be on the police force, really. She a danger to everybody. Because if you can't tell yellow from black, you don't need to be on a police force. And I'm saying it. You know tasers, you don't shoot somebody in the chest with a taser. You already know that. You every which way with a taser. When I see anything that I wind up coming across the screen and somebody tasing somebody, seem like they every which way with the taser, with the person. So you know you didn't have your taser in your hand. You looking right at what's in your hand. And you know once you shot that gun that was going to kill a person, because you trained to kill and you trained to shoot in a certain area. Giving you 2 years was a smack in the face for the family. Yeah, lawsuits can be taken out, but lawsuits do not take the place of the person. And they can drag out probably for years. I don't know how that stuff goes, but it don't take the place of the person. Bottom line. Because they saying you thought it was. I don't care about what you thought it was. If that's the case, a lot of people out here thought it was. They beat their boyfriend up or do whatever to their boyfriend, but they didn't mean to kill their boyfriend. They knocked him in the floor and he hit his head on the table. They didn't mean to kill him. They was just fighting him back or whatever. And they kill him and you put him in jail. They didn't mean to, right? But they get what all the time they get. Same thing, right? But you had your gun. You had your weapon. So when you had your weapon, you mean to do it, because that's what that weapon represents. That weapon represents tasing. That black weapon represents killing. That's what it represents. If you've been on the force for 26 years, you know what it's for. You ain't been on the 26 years of being on the force and you don't know anything. Most they didn't train you correctly. Now that's me talking. That's not the cards. That's not universe. That's me, the brass love as a person. Follow me? So 2 years is a smack in the face to the family. Definitely. But God gonna deal with you spiritually. This channel is about spiritual. What God wants you to deal with spiritually. Not you worrying about yourself after you shot him. Oh, you killed a child or you killed somebody. No, you knew you was looking at a black gun in front of you. I mean, you knew, was you on something? Because if you ain't know that was a black gun in your hand, you know that's a problem. You shouldn't have been let off that easy, as far as I'm concerned. 2 years is a smack in the face to the parents. And I think it shouldn't have been that way. because you was a cop and because you was of the color you was. And I feel that's what it was, period. So anytime you pull your weapon, far as I'm concerned, you mean to kill if you're an officer, because that's what you trained to do. Get what I'm saying? Period. He moving around in the car is no reason for you to kill him. Just because he moving around, he didn't have no weapons in his hand. So why are you killing him? He didn't have no weapons in his hand. Just because he didn't get out, that's no reason to kill him. Just because he moving around in his car, or just because he even trying to get away, that's no reason to kill him. Period. If he drive off, you know his license number, just call it in. Simple as that. What is the big deal? Why do police feel like they gotta win? So you feel like you gotta win, or other ones feel like they gotta win. So you're gonna kill somebody because they running from you. You shoot somebody in the back, and I thought that's supposed to be against the law. You shoot somebody in the back because they running from you. If you know their address, you know how to find them. What is the big deal? If you know their license plate, you know how to find them. What is the big deal? You know their name. What is the big deal? Stop shooting people in the back. Stop shooting people at traffic stops. Stop shooting people when they walking because you don't like what they saying. If you that fearful, you need not be a police. But I look at fear as a strength myself personally. But evidently, you look at fear as what it is to you. Fear. You scared. If you that scared, you need to get off the police force, because majority of the time, the ones that do this stuff, they go to wherever they go at with fear in the first place, or what they think going to happen to you. But what you think the people think when you come in their way, they think what's going to happen to them. And they want to be safe like you want to be safe. They want to go home to their families like you. And people got to realize that people want to go home to their families like you. Like she want to go home to her family for Christmas. He wanted to go home to his family for Christmas. And his parents wanted to see him for Christmas. People want to go on with their life normally, right? After they killed someone, they just want to go in on, oh, let's just sweep it under the rug. Life goes on. You murdered somebody. They calling it manslaughter, but that's murder. All of it mean the same. You killed, you murdered, you manslaughtered, you slain, whatever you want to call it. It's the same thing. You took somebody's life away. I don't care how you dress it up. You murdered somebody. You took somebody's life away. Period. And you're supposed to be a professional. When people are professional, people don't really want to leave a bunch of room for errors when you're a professional. Get what I'm saying? You're supposed to be trained and skilled to not make different kind of mistakes, especially life-threatening mistakes. And you made a big Uzi, or whatever you call it, a big one. Get what I'm saying? I think I'm saying it wrong. Not a Uzi. What you call it? Whatever you call it. But I think that's a gun, right? But you made a big mistake. I can't think of what you call it, what I'm trying to say. You get what I'm saying? So let's just go on there. That's me, the brass love, and my feelings on it. Because I feel like that was a disservice to the family and his baby for this officer to get 2 years. And I'm trying to think, when I was listening to the police recording, when they were showing the recording in the car with her and the officer, was she making fun of his name or making fun some kind of way of something in the car? Just making fun or doing something before she even went up there, I think. I don't know, it's something in the trial or part when she in the car with the officer, she joking around either his name or something. She is joking around about something. I don't know. But that might, it just tell a little bit about people when they do certain things or whatever, if you piece pieces together. But I can't sit and say myself, because I don't know this lady. I don't know if she intentionally just wanted to kill him and she don't like black people. I don't know. It'll come out in the cards, though, because God knows this lady inside and out. This officer, ex-officer, or whatever she is. At the time, she is an officer. So I got to call her that, because that's what she was when she took his life. Officer Kim Potter is her name, okay? And she took the life of Dante Wright, a young man that was 20 years old, a father of a baby boy. He was a son, he was a brother, and cousin and friend to people who loved him. His life mattered, people. His life mattered, judge. His life mattered, prosecutor. Defense lawyer. His life mattered. Don't just sweep his life under the rug like it's nothing. Because of his skin color. Because if he didn't have a job. Because people like to kind of line you up a certain kind of way and make it seem like you nobody. Or your life don't mean nothing because you don't have certain credentials and stuff like that. Newsflash, people, everybody's life is equal. I'm letting you know. Okay? So we dealing with universe God on this channel right here. Okay? And God say nobody's life is better than nobody else's. Get that in your head. If you don't have it, get it in there. Once you leave this channel, you should have it deep in your head. So let's see, universe. Okay. What goes here? One of my numbers missing. Okay, it's coming back to me again. This is what I was hearing. All that talking I did and this song coming back again. It's amazing. I'm looking for the numbers and I'm hearing a song that I heard before I was getting ready to start. Can we talk for a minute? Boy, I want to know your name. Okay, can we talk for a minute? So the officers wanted to talk for a minute. Get what I'm saying? So she wanted to talk for a minute. Okay, but she wanted him out the car and she wanted to put the cuffs on him. So she wanted to do more than talk. You saying, can we talk for a minute? Because the song just said, can we talk for a minute? But you wanted to put the cuffs on him. So you wanted to do more than talk for a minute, miss. Okay, let's just flow. All right, let's just see. Okay, if he, like you say, if he would have just, like people say, well, because it's different comments and different videos and under videos, and you'll hear people say, well, he should have complied. Well, he should have this and he should have that. I don't care what you say. There's no reason for her making the decision she made and pulling out the wrong gun. Get what I'm saying? If he didn't comply, she could have pulled out her taser and used the taser, right? She made the wrong move here. She pulled out the wrong gun. She keeps saying it herself. She thought it was her taser. Get what she's saying? So get the blame off of him and saying what he should have did. It wouldn't have happened if he would have got handcuffed. If he got handcuffed outside the car, it wouldn't have happened because he would have got handcuffed. That is true. It wouldn't have happened. You're right. But that's not what happened. He got in the car, and because he got in the car, that don't mean he's supposed to got a death sentence. Period. She did wrong. She didn't pay attention. She didn't. Put the blame where it belongs. Okay, now let's just go to just to straighten you people out who says stuff like that and feel like it's fine that he was killed, because I see all kind of dumb comments that be in under videos where people be saying a person deserve what they got and all kind of racist mess they be saying until it's their family. If it's your family member, it'd be a whole different story. I guarantee you that. If it's your family member, you wouldn't be feeling good about that. You would want that woman to be nailed to the jail. Get what I'm saying? So don't go there. Do not go there. Because his family deserved respect, and he deserved respect, and his life was precious, whether you know it or you like it or not, because God says so. So let's see, because God going to give this lady spiritual justice, because if she out right now, she's going to get spiritual justice. She's going to pay spiritually. Get what I'm saying? God is going to make her pay spiritually, because the law failed. Because if she got 2 years, the law failed. Because her making a mistake. Anybody out here make any kind of mistakes, they still go to jail. And they don't go to jail for 2 years. They locking people up. They locking people up for the dumbest things. Somebody messed up on their taxes or whatever on their taxes, and they trying to get them 10 years, all kind of nonsense. And we talking about money. We got somebody who took somebody's life and you give her 2 years. You tell me something ain't wrong with the system. All right, so let me just start. Okay, universe for Miss, what's her name? Kim Potter, an officer who she said she made a mistake and pulled out the wrong weapon. I have to go that way. She said she made a mistake and pulled out the wrong weapon. She's been on the force for 26 years. She should know the difference in yellow and black. Like I said, let my grandson see any part of him, any part of that right there. He'll say, well, why she don't know yellow from black? I mean, that's yellow right there. Don't she see that yellow gun right there? You know? So, being all anxious and full of anxiety, worrying about something happening to them. But what do you think people feel like when you approach them? Put yourself on the other end and think of how you would feel if somebody come and approach you and doing things to you. You got to put yourself in the people's shoes that you go after. You never put yourself in their shoes. Put yourself in their shoes and see how you would feel. Take your uniform off and put yourself in their position for a minute. I guarantee you will feel different about things. So let's just see. Okay, universe, give me something for abuse because she abused them. And healing of the soul. She abused them to the soul because she murdered them. Dress it up how you want. Manslaughter, slaying, killing, however you slice it. She took his life away. She made him vanish without a trace. Vanish without a trace. You don't see a trace of him, right? He on earth, right? But pictures, right? She made him vanish without a trace. Just like that. Just because of a license or whatever dumb stuff. Whatever that was. License, warrant. I don't care what it is. I don't care. He shouldn't have been murdered because of a license. I don't care if he hit somebody, he didn't, or whatever this stuff was. Whatever it was. You don't kill somebody because of stuff like that. Period. He had no weapon. He had no weapon on this lady. He was sitting down trying to get away, but so what he trying to get away? You got his license, let him just drive on off. People try to be just so macho and so this and so that, and they the man and have a bunch of ego going on. And you taking people's lives because of your ego. And you need to calm your egos down and stop taking people's lives. Change what they say police represent because you're not representing it. Every time I look around, somebody's getting murdered. I'm tired of the sad story of hearing it. This ongoing story. Every time you look around, instead of you taking somebody and hauling them to jail with handcuffs, you killing somebody on the spot. Something wrong with that picture. Something wrong with that picture. Especially people who look like me. And I gotta say that because usually when I see any kind of clip of something with somebody who don't look like me, you sitting talking to them trying to make them rational. Letting them cuss you out and everything else. And you don't kill them. It be on tape. Get what I'm saying? So you come a whole nother way against people who look like me. And if you say you don't, you lying. Period. Okay, so let me just start this storyline. Now that was me, the bracelet one, me as a person. That's not universe in the cards, that's me talking. Okay, so let's just see. Excuse my chair squeaking. If you can bear with it, do. If you can't, that's okay. I'm all right. Okay, Lord, let's see. Mr. Dante Wright. Okay, which one is yours, Mr. Dante Wright? Which one are you? Which one is he? 11 over here. 11. Let me bear with me because these tops are light green and really not easy seeing the colors. Let's see. 11. Bear with me a little bit. Oh shoot. Bear with me. That might be it. Let's see something. No, that's 7. Bear with me. 9. Why? Okay, I'm going to say 11 trying to hide. So he wasn't trying to hide. He was trying to move away from her though and get away. Hide. I just said 11 and trying to hide. Okay, look what 11 got right here. Look at this. She was tired of fiasco. Look. I'm ready. She was ready. Get the car said. This would be her. I'm ready. I'm sick of this fiasco. This would be the officer. Get what I'm saying? Okay, let's flow. She is upset right here. I need him to feed me. With this card right here, this would be, she need her police precinct to feed her. She ain't trying to lose her job. Right? She got something supernatural. Follow me? Epiphany afterwards. But this would be Dante's card too. He got an epiphany. He saw something clearly. He was dying. Deep. Okay. settling down for the lifeboat. So I don't know who was settling her down for the lifeboat. Let's just flow for a minute. Let's see. Let's see. 6. Okay, 6 over here, universe. She can give me 6, okay. Okay, bear with me. Yeah, I'm here again. Can we talk for a minute? I want to know your name, but she knew what his name was, I think, right? She wanted to talk for a minute, but she wanted to take him in to do some talking. I mean, I don't feel she wanted to talk right there because they're trying to put handcuffs on her, something, step out the car. The thing is, why don't police just tell you what they want? Why do they want to drag people all out? People asking them a question at the car. What do you want? Tell the people what you want them for. You tell them get out. You put in handcuffs. You won't. They asking you a question. You won't tell them nothing. Come on. What kind of ball is that? Ain't too many people want to be going with mess like that. What do you want? You go to a store. What do they usually say to salespeople? Can I help you? Get what I'm saying? Okay? That's of service. You're supposed to be service people. Okay? Let's just flow. Deck 6. Look at that, lies. Okay. Deck 6, healing of the soul. Top card is what? She had a bunch of lies in her head over the years that made her feel protected, right, by law, that she can just do what she wanted to. She is holding on to a dormant behavior for a keepsake. Follow me. Okay? She spectated and she challenged that thing. Follow me? Okay, it says right here that I'm ready for a healthy way of loving. And she wanted to love herself first, and she is loving herself first because what? She wanted to be secure, right? Oh my goodness, you tell me God don't know these people. Look what God got in this deck. I told you God knows. This murder. That's what she did. Get what I'm saying? Okay, it says right here. She wanted to be sure. She is sincere about being secure that she is going to go home because she murdered Dante. She want life to be like it was before but it's not like that. She wanted to deviate from the conquest deal. Look at this. Look at this. God know this lady. Fear took her there. Look at God. Look at God. You can't tell me God is not good. God know everyone. Look what God brought out. God gave me deck 6. I knew nothing about what's in what deck because I just wiggled the cards up and just put a number on top. God knows though. Fear took her there. Get what it's saying? But fear also took Dante there. So he could flee. Get what I'm saying? Fear took him there to get in that car to try to get away. But fear took her there. Hold on to that thought. That fear took her there. She was scared out of her pants. Follow me? Fear took him there. He was scared. He was going to jail. Bottom line. Look at this. He is around a group of people with idiot ways of thinking. Listen to what God says. With idiot ways of thinking. Follow me? So here we have, tell her you want out. And we have a money card. Tell her or tell him you want out. Right? So this goes with any kind of agreement or anything like that. So I feel like this would go with money. Tell him or her you want out. I gotta wait with that because it's a whole nother storyline. I don't know what that goes with yet. I will have to see. Keep coming to me. Can we talk for a minute? I'm ready. She is ready. I'm tired of this fiasco. She wasn't trying to wait no more. She's tired of him. God know this lady. Did Dante actions warrant what she did to him? Did it warrant it? Because she wanted a united front. No more mind or crutches, God said for her. Right? She's supposed to have been a stable person because look at this time capsule. Lies took her there. To make her think she is obligated. To make her think that she's supposed to be a certain kind of way. Time capsule. Because something was plain and simple for her. And she is covering all her bases. Right. Homosexual. What they got to do with anything? Okay. Some homosexual relationship that also have abuse. Okay. Maybe she in one. I don't know. But I don't know. Let's just flow for a minute. She's going to expect nothing less than the best and spell it all out. Let's just flow. Okay, if she not somebody, she know. But this is supposed to be about her and about Dante. So we focusing on this officer who did this killing, because that's what she did. Killing, right? So things can happen when you go to jail, you know what I mean? If you're not gay, you can wind up being like that. Get what I'm saying? You know how that goes. Okay. Okay, something been since her childhood. Are you a woman or are you a man? Deep. What's all this got to do with anything? I don't care nothing about her sex life, Lord. Look. Hateful. She was hateful. Deep. Blame it on her genetics. Okay, it should be a racial card in here. If this right here, because where I got gay stuff 2 times and I got hateful. So we got gay. Now, let me see if any racial cards in here. Oh my goodness, look at bulletproof. God know this people. No, look at this. Look what God got in here. Look at her. Look at this lady. She aimed a gun. She wounded him and she also murdered him. And it grossed everybody out. There's around a familiar place nearby. Limited light at a boardwalk area. Get what it's saying? Okay, somebody gay or somebody getting married. Okay, so we got the gay card again. It's coming all kind of ways. Okay, somebody is gay in the equation. Okay, but it don't really matter. Let's just flow. The thing is with this lady, with her actions, that's all I care about. And her getting some getting justice, spiritual justice. I don't care about her sex life. I can care less. Involved in gossip. It's coming right behind. That's coming behind it. Okay, let's just see. There's the murder card. The murder card coming right behind it. Work ethics. God wants justice, because 2 years is not justice. That's not good enough for God in God's eyesight. That means anybody can just go around and kill people and get 2 years. Any and everybody. That means you'll have a lot of dead bodies laying all over the place if people could just do that and get away with it. So that's not a good example. Making her think that his life is not worthy. Because 2 years you saying that. Look at God. God says she committed a senseless act. I just saw that card. Was you taking some kind of pills, miss? Was you? Look at this. It's hitting this time. Look, that's that card. But I don't care about your sex life. I could care less. Okay, here we go right here. You committed a senseless act against Dante. Where it made you boo-hoo. Get what I'm saying? That means you went to jail, got in trouble. Okay, let's just go. Okay, let's see. Is this going to be the only one, Lord? Let's see. I don't know. Let's see. I hope this is the only one that I don't have to do more than one of this one. But if I do for Dante, I do it. Get what I'm saying? Because I just want spiritual justice also along with God. Because God wants spiritual justice. Because justice was not served really like it should have been with man's laws. Because they are flawed. Okay? 2 years for somebody's life. Come on. Come on. We can get 2 years for like breaking in somebody's car. Come on. Give it a break. Okay? Unlimited. She wanted a united front with Dante. Follow me? No more minor crutches. She wasn't dealing with it no more. She didn't want to be bothered no more. Okay, it says right here though, do his actions. God's saying it. Do his actions. Do Dante actions. They like green. You can't see him. I wouldn't lie to you. It says do his actions Right? Do Dante's actions, I gotta put his name on here though. I don't want to just say he because I know his name. Do Dante actions. Do Dante, let me get it right. It says, do Dante actions show you love? Did his actions show her love? So we gotta turn it around. Did she showing her actions toward Dante, right? So did she show in her actions that she loved Dante? Did she care about him any kind of way? Did it warrant what she did to him? Bottom line. Because Dante was an antelope. Get what it's saying? God know these people to the big boys. And law enforcement is the biggest big boy that I have in FBI. And drug dealers, and it go down the line. Follow me? He was an antelope. Get what it's saying? So it says right here, if you are not happy with things, you got to make things right. Him or her with this card. Do you have burdens? You got to change up your life. Him or her with this card. So it says right here that he was around a group of people with idiot ways of thinking. And right then, the cops was considered the idiots with God, as far as God, because they was causing chaos and stuff like that. Follow me? So it says right here that we got a man. And that would be, I'm going to put this with Dante right here. Dante, one of his cup filled. Money, time, or romance. Because the lady officer, was the man officer the one talking first and then the lady came along? So maybe the man officer, I think, was talking first. So maybe, I'm going to put this with the man officer, not Dante. It was a man officer talking first, and I think she pushed herself in it. Because I think it was a man officer talking first to him, a guy. So whatever the guy officer name, whatever his name was, he wanted time, we got to say, with Dante. Follow me? But here's the kitty cat mission. The sneaky, undercover, underhanded. When somebody do something and you don't know what's coming. Follow me? And she aimed for it. Miss Kim Potter. Her sneaky like a cat. Follow me? Okay, it says right here, are you a male or are you a female? Because it says something come from her childhood. Because we're talking about this lady. Is she a man or a woman? Get what it's saying? It just means she gay, right? So it says right here, there's nothing wrong with being gay, but God gonna bring it out. Okay, detention time away. She had detention time away. Well, she is going to get detention time away, anything like that. Because if they put her in jail, that meant detention time away. Here's the gay again. If you met him or her straight, you're not obligated to take the person back gay. This could be for her husband. When she go back home to her husband, he ain't obligated to take her back like she is. Because something come from her school age time. It don't matter if you got kids or not. That don't mean that a person not gay. You can marry somebody 60 times. That don't mean you ain't gay. Get what I'm saying? Okay? So, she's going to be sincere about going to another city or state. Follow me? Okay? So, it says she's going to conquest from a conquest deal. Maybe a breakup from her husband or from being a policeman. However it's going, right? So, it says right here that she saw something clear. She got an epiphany. Or her husband got one, or this is Dante dying. He saw it clear as possible. Okay, it says right here that she is being settled down to be somebody else's lifeboat. She was being settled down to be somebody's lifeboat, but also Dante was being settled down to be her lifeboat because she is making money being an officer, and she is trying to saddle him down. She is trying to arrest him. Get what I'm saying? Because that's her job. She make money by arresting people, but also her husband, it had to be right here, saddling her down to be his lifeboat because she bringing in the bacon. I don't know what kind of job he had, the husband. Okay, I'm sick of this fiasco. She's sick of the fiasco with Dante, right? I'm ready. And she jumped in because she's tired of, I guess, the officer over here not getting anywhere with him. Maybe anything like that. Or at our house. Or at their jail, however it's going. Okay. If you have no religion, is that okay to not have a religion? So maybe she a person that don't have a lot of faith, not into religion or anything like that. Did she know all the facts about what was going on as far as Dante and this other officer? Or did she even want to know? Or she just dived in? She just snuck in? It's what you call a sneak attack. She just came on in there, right? Okay, if you want to be non-religious. So it says to Do you know all the facts? Or do her husband know all the facts as far as her to even know what kind of woman he married? Because something come from her childhood, right? Okay, she spectated and she was going to challenge it with Dante, and that's what she did. She dived in. She is posing as what she wasn't. Because she is posing because a policeman, they say with policemen, you're supposed to serve and protect, right? So she is posing because she didn't protect. Get what I'm saying? He was seeking refuge in his car, remember? He was in his car. He's trying to get near to be safe. Get what I'm saying? She is posing as what she was not. If police supposed to protect, she wasn't protecting. She was hateful. Come from her genetics. Get what God's saying. God know this woman. Okay, it says right here, gossip. She is entwined in gossip. Okay, it's going to be for different people to know that she gay, or he was going to, no, he wasn't, I can't say he was getting married because I think he had a girlfriend, right? So this got to stay her side, right? That she wasn't straight, follow me? It was limited light. At a boardwalk, wherever they was, right? Whatever time of the day it was. God says fear took her there. To be sneaky, conniving, undercover, underhanded, posing as what she wasn't, and diving in. A sneak attack toward Dante. That's why she didn't know what gun she was pulling, because she was sneaky about it, jumping in, right? Feeling like she got to take charge. That man knew what he was doing. That officer knew what he was doing, but she dived in, right? Fear took her there. She's scared that something gonna happen to him, so she gonna dive in to make sure that nothing gonna happen to him, because if nothing happened to him, that means nothing gonna happen to her. So she want to make sure she dive in and secure things. Remember the secure card back here somewhere, right? Because this right here is God say you know what to do. You got a stable mind. This a stable mind card, right? So it says right here that fear took her there. Hold on to the thought. God saying that fear took this lady there. She was scared that the officer was up there dealing with Dante. Something was going to happen where something go wrong. So she wanted to make sure she was secure. So she wanted to dive in an act to make sure she secure this thing and make sure she get to go home. Get what I'm saying? Or both of them go home. But really to make sure she go home. Hold on to that thought. Hold on to that thought. The fear took Dante there. He got in his car and he was trying to leave because he didn't want to go to jail. Or he didn't want to get shot. Fear took him there. Hold on to that thought. Okay? He had to make the changes necessary in his life. To change up his life and play ball with his life in the best ways. And she also needed to too. Okay? You're calling too much. Maybe he's calling about a job. Needed a call about a job. Anything as far as a job. And maybe he had to have good work ethics, or he had good work ethics, anything as far as what I just said for him and also with her, right? Maybe she calling to get another job or something like that, and she telling them she got good work ethics, anything like that. Okay, it says throwing things against the wall. So we can just eliminate that and just say that somebody is angry. She's angry at a point with Dante because she need him to feed her. So really, she need to make the arrest. Take him in. She need a win. I got it because I got to change it with whatever the storyline is. He not her husband. So even now to her husband, I can say her husband need her and able to feed him, but I can't take it that way. I got to go with Dante because we dealing with Dante and this Officer Potter, right? She need Dante to feed her. She need to make the arrest. She needs to take some paperwork back to her department to show that she did her job so she can collect her paycheck. She was hot. Okay, here we go. Lies took her there to make her think that she had to do what she did because she is obligated, felt obligated to do what she did because it says right here she was jet setting and it was juicy. Jet setting and juicy usually mean having fun, but when she was in the car with the other officers, it seemed like they was making jokes before they even went up there to Dante. If you look at any part of that trial and get to see her in the car talking to that officer, it seemed like they was joking around about his name or his color or whatever was going on with her, okay? Or maybe in jail, or she liked to do that in general, or maybe Dante liked to jet set and it was juicy, right? Okay, so it says right here, she was dealing with a dormant behavior. She was holding for a keepsake or Dante. Okay, here we go with the bulletproof. She aimed, shot, fired, wounded, and murdered Dante. And it grossed his girlfriend out, anybody around. Follow me? I went too fast to suppose that came. So I'm going to have to bring this up. Okay, she wanted life to be like it was before she murdered Dante. Because God calling it murder. See what I'm saying? The court saying manslaughter. Here, God bringing it up. God making it pure and straight. You murdered Dante. God bringing it out. If the courts want to just say manslaughter, God bringing it out. You murdered. That's what God calling it, right? You want life to be like it was before you murdered Dante. Bottom line. Because God's saying it right here. And his family want life to be like it was before you murdered Dante. Okay, it says right here that I'm ready for a healthy way of loving. Dante was ready for a healthy way of loving, and that means he had to start loving himself. Or you was ready, or you are right now ready for a healthy way of loving, and it means loving yourself. It says you want to secure yourself at that time period, and you want to be sincere about securing yourself. So you dived in with the sneak attack, underhanded, undercover, the kitty cat mission. Dante ain't see it coming. That's why you pulled the wrong gun, because you came diving in like your officer partner didn't know what he was doing. You don't step over top of a man. A man know what he doing. He the one, the powerful one over there, over the bunch. And you want to jump over top of him and make moves. You was in the wrong. You want to secure and be sincere about that thing that you want to make it home, because you had to make sure, well, I need to do what I got to do. He didn't pull his gun out. And he was right up on him. Get what I'm saying? You was full of fear. You want to make sure you go home to your family. But also Dante wanted to be sincere and secure himself and get in his car to make sure you don't shoot him. And make sure he get home to his family or somewhere. Because you wasn't trying to insult his intelligence. He asking you questions and you don't want to answer him. Follow me? Or you felt like he was insulting your intelligence trying to. Follow me? It says right here, enjoy the life that God continues to live in and be happy. Enjoy your life and continue to live again. Enjoy the life that God continues to give you and live again, because it caused tension. It was be for his family, and also you might be trying to enjoy your life and live again because it caused tension when you murdered Dante, but also this is for his family. Okay, it says right here, maybe working with children is your path. God saying this is not his path, this is your path, because you're the person I'm talking about. Working with children, you would be a workhorse at it. Okay, it says right here, you was feeling protected because you had a book of lies in your head over the years, making you feel like stuff is true that's not true. You know how people pile up a bunch of stuff in their mind for the longest time and they make it true, and this stuff is a book of lies. And that's what you did. Just like with that situation right there. You just was scared and you pulled that gun. Bottom line, God said you murdered him. God said you murdered him. You pulled the right gun. You know just what gun you pulled. You don't be on the police force and don't know your colors. Put my grandson, my nail breaking. Put my grandson in front of a gun and you tell him what one is the yellow. He'll tell you which one the yellow. Get what I'm saying? It says right here that you was going to do the honorable thing. You check the time and the date for something, whatever it was you did for whatever, or he did for something. Okay, maybe he's going somewhere. Maybe you was going somewhere, or maybe the trial. I don't know what that is, right? So it says right here we go again with it, because somebody sees something clear as possible. So you saw something clear as possible that you saw before, you went through before. I don't know if you ran into him before, Dante. I don't know if it was a situation, something like that before. You check the time and the date and see if it's honorable. Maybe you look this record up. You know, when the police take your ID and they look it all up in their car to see who you are. Maybe that's what you did. And you saw something there. Here we go again with him, maybe. I don't know. So it says right here, dealing with a place familiar, dealing with your precinct, if not your precinct, some place where you hang at. Okay, this is the thesis, but I always use it for the Bible, but it could go with paperwork at court, at your police station, college, or whatever. Here's some numbers, could be part of anything from your license to your birthday to your door number, a time, a court date, or address number, part of a social, phone number, anything. This could be amount of money or whatever it could be. Pages or whatever. Follow me? Okay, it says you're looking for your money and your keys to serve you. Follow me? So it says that we got a pill pusher here. A man that's a pill pusher. Follow me? So I don't know a man that's a pill pusher. So I don't know what Dante was doing. So I don't know. I have no idea. So I can't say. I don't know who this is right now with this. I would have to actually really money and no keys to serve her. That's your card. Okay, then we got a man right here. That's why I say, was you taking anything? Was you taking anything? Okay, you need to tell him you want it out. Tell him you want it out. Let me see something. I gotta see. Let me just see something. Something. Let me see something. Who in the heck was this? Did you take some kind of pills? See, there's some kind of agreement right here. This agreement. You need to tell him or her, whoever you want out. Then we got, this is hidden homosexual card. Then we have right here, you committed a senseless act. Follow me? You boo-hooing, that means you went to jail, or you was going to go to jail, you in jail, or you was covering all your bases. Something was plain and simple. So you was in something with somebody. You taking pills, or you selling pills, taking pills, anything as far as pills, anything like that with somebody for money, anything like that. Okay, it says right here, you had to ask yourself why you stuck with it so long. Why you stayed so long, forcing yourself to deal with the hurt, to cope with the hurt. Maybe you was taking pills, anything like that, from somebody who sell pills or anything like that. You was trying to avoid him strip searching you, getting all your money from you. Because this card goes with when somebody trying to take your clothes off for sexual reasons, but it goes with people trying to take your money, rob you, anything like that. So you wasn't trying to take Dante's clothes off or rob him or anything like that. So this can't be him. Follow me? This is you. And he wasn't trying to do this to you. This somebody with drug person. Maybe you take some kind of pills. Take pills. You in with somebody who sell pills, anything like that. This is your line right here. You was catering to whoever later in the summer. Whoever this is, expect. It says right here, you got to spell it out to this person. And expect nothing less than the best. Get what God's saying. Because take this card and this card right here. Look what God's saying to you. Look at these two cards. This is you. Look, this is you, miss. God telling you, spell it out. Look what God's saying. Spell it out. And tell him. Him would be, this name is an example. So I don't really want, it don't have to be the name that's on here. It's just a name of a man. But whoever the man is, some pill pusher guy. Get what it's saying? God telling you, spell it out to whoever the man is. That's a pill pusher. Get what I'm saying? That you want out. Get what God's saying to you. Because whatever is some kind of money scheme, money deal, get what God's telling you. Right? Because you catering to him later in the summer. Some kind of way somebody you was catering to. Follow me? And it says right here that homosexual relationships have abuse too. That means simple as you was some kind of way, or you are, however it is, homosexual person, but they have abuse too. Just meaning that you can be connected to people who is abusive, anything like that, or you can be abusive because you was abusive to Dante. Get what I'm saying? You got in trouble and you boo-hooing. Follow me? Because you murdered Dante. Something was plain and simple, and you was covering all your bases as far as Dante and with this situation. Follow me? Okay, and it says right here, you're forcing yourself to hurt, to cope with the hurt. The hurt of what? You had to go to jail, because I don't feel like you had a lot of hurt for Dante, because you wouldn't have pulled that gun. You hurt because you had to go to jail, or hurt with this guy right here, because whoever this guy is was trying to take all your money, right, with some deal that you in or whatever, or you was in. You was trying to avoid him taking your money, right, whoever it is, right? And that's what that's what God is saying right here, with you in this situation. Ask yourself why you even stayed in it. with some deal, partner, whoever, partner, no, not partnership, some drug person, whoever it is. I don't know. Only you know who it is. I wouldn't know. This not Dante. This is you. This is you right here. Ask yourself why you even stay. Trying to avoid him taking your money. Not taking your clothes off. This ain't romantic. Taking your money. Some pill pusher guy. Whoever he is. Stuff was plain and simple. You was covering all your bases. He wasn't. You was. But God said that you need to tell whoever this person is you wanted out of this deal that you was in with whoever this is. Some man that you was in a deal with here. Where you collecting money or he want money or whatever. It don't have to be this amount of money, but just money. Follow me. Whatever you was in with this person, something was plain and simple. You was covering your bases though. Remember that card? One of my cards, last card, say lies took you there. That you thought things was fine and making things seem fine, but it wasn't okay. You homosexual and you probably been since your school age time, right? But that's okay if it's like that, right? But it says right here that you was covering all your bases in whatever the situation was. If you was like in some deal with somebody for some pills or anything undercover or whatever's going on here, right? And it says right here that abuse shows that yeah, you can abuse people. It say homosexual people can abuse people too. And you abuse Dante. Get what God's saying. So we have right here that you was catering to this person in the summertime or whenever time you was catering to this person, whoever this person is with these drugs. Some deal you got in with somebody with drugs that called for a lot of money, whoever it is. Follow me. And it says right here, you need to spell it out, God says. And expect nothing less than the best. And tell this person you want it out of this and why you even stick with this stuff anyway. Why you ask your own self, why you stick with that? Why you even get in it, really? Some deal you got in with somebody. But God say you was going to boo-hoo because you committed a senseless act when you murdered Dante. And it's a senseless act too if you're selling any kind of drugs. Follow me, or in any kind of deal with somebody with drugs. Follow me, but the focus over here is Dante. So if you wasn't selling any drugs with somebody, you was taking drugs, and whoever it was milking you instead of getting money out of you because you was on some kind of drugs. Get what it's saying. Taking them. Even though I only see one card that shows drugs, and it's the pill pusher. If it's a pill pusher, that means some kind of way is money. I mean, it's some kind of drug. If the money card wasn't, if the money card wasn't here, I could kind of loosen up on you. But the money card here and the strip searching, all that's with the drugs, right? But yeah, this is for you. I don't need no more because God said you're going to be boo-hooing and you went to jail, right? But then, yeah. But God going to deal with you spiritually, miss. You think you got away. Like the church song say, you think you got away. You think you got away. You ain't get away because God got you. God is on your hide. God is on your back, miss. God is on you. God is on you, miss. Because you was one of the big boys. I don't know what you is now, but you was one then. Yeah, but remember the big boys I told you, law enforcement, FBI, drug dealers are #1 big boys. Follow me? And you was dealing with some kind of big boy. You was a big boy, but then you was dealing with one because we got the drug dealer card in here. A pill pusher is a drug dealer or is a person that just take pills. But since we saw the card, you was in some kind of deal that you needed to deviate from a conquest deal with somebody. You was in something that you need to tell the person you wanted out. That let me know that it was a drug dealer. Get what I'm saying? Follow me. So let's just flow. You was hateful. And it's in your genetics. Oh, my mother like this, my father like this, I grew up like this, it's in my blood. Get what I'm saying? You know, you might put a little smile on for people and they think this and think that because you do that with all the people that you find with. But people you're not fine with, they going to get the real you. And that's this right here. And that's what you gave Dante. That's what you thought deep down about Dante when you made that move. Because your mind was, make that move right now, baby. So you want to make that move right now. Because what? You want to secure yourself. Look, fear took you there, God says. You was fearful on a kitty cat mission. He didn't see it coming. Your partner had it under control, and here you come jumping in like you Superman. You gonna go over top of a man, first of all. A man know what he doing over there. He had that thing secured. If he would have let him drove away, he would have let him drove away. But no, you had to step in like you Wonder Woman or somebody. And you made that move because you wanted to secure your position. The position that you go home, that you look good on paper or whatever. But God said fear took you there. And God want everybody to know that. Hold on to that thought that fear took Miss Potter there, Officer Potter, to go on that kitty cat mission and be sneaky and conniving undercover and be foul. Because let's not mask the smell of foul because it was foul. Because you saying that you making it seem like your whoever trained you didn't train you good. You make it seem like they didn't train you good because you putting a stain on your whoever trained you. They didn't teach you your the difference in what color the guns are. Come on, think about that thing. You making them look bad. They didn't teach you the yellow one is the taser, the black one is the gun. They didn't teach you that the taser, you be tasing people every which way. And the gun, you just go one direction. Come on. Or did you need glasses? I don't know. Okay, this is the Brass Love 1 storyline reading. Because lies took you there. It's jumping out. Lies took you there that you was obligated. You was obligated to do what you did. And most of the time you're obligated to do what? Shoot people. That's what y'all usually do, right? They trying to escape. Oh, let me shoot them. Tell the truth, miss. Tell the truth. Look at the name of my channel. Look at the name of this channel. God gave me the name of this channel, and I was trying to change that name, and it wouldn't let me change the name. It said, you got to wait 14 days to change the name. By the time 14 days came, I forgot all about changing the name, and it's still the same name. Look at the name of this channel. Look at the name of this channel. Because you knew what gun you was pulling, miss. Lies took you there. Felt you was obligated. Obligated to do what? Do what you usually do. What do you usually do? Pull guns and shoot people, right? To stop them, right? So tell the truth, miss. You know what color the gun was. Don't try to insult nobody's intelligence. You know what color the gun was. You wanted to stop him. Bottom line. You wanted to stop him because that's what you pulled the gun for. So he could just go about his business. If you got his license number, his ID, what's the big deal? Stop putting ego in the way. And stop taking people's lives away from their families and taking their lives away, period. Because your ego. Because people want their lives like you want your lives and you want your family lives. Because what's done to you, believe me, you would want him to serve 20 years or over, and you know it. So don't sit there and make it seem like people that look like me, lives not valuable, miss, because they are. I'm letting you know that. So God going to deal with you spiritually. Like I said, because the Lord just dealt with you, gave you a smack on the wrist 2 years. A smack on the wrist. That's what it's called. Okay? So God going to deal with you spiritually. You're gonna pay spiritually. God going to make sure that. You're going to feel that thing because God going to make sure. Because God not satisfied with that sentence that you got. Because God know you inside and out. Because God laid the storyline out like you lay out pancakes. God know you, miss. I don't know you from a man in the moon. I didn't know what was in none of these decks. God told me a number and I picked it up and look what all God revealed. God knew you. Nobody want to hear them about you crying for your own self. Nobody wants to hear somebody having pity for their self. I'm a kind of person, I like truth. I like the truth. I don't care if I don't like it. I don't care. I don't care if I don't like it. That's the thing about me. I want people to tell me the truth. I don't care if I don't like it. I don't care if it make me cry. I don't care. I just want to know the truth. Tell the truth, miss. You pulled out that black gun because that's what you used to doing right here. This is what you used to doing. You obligated to pull out that black gun, not the yellow one. When people get in the way, you used to pull out the black one, not the yellow one. Tell the truth, miss. That's why you pulled it. Tell the truth. Tell the truth, miss. Start off with the truth. And you can't sit and say, don't say you sorry because you meant to do what you did. So I really can't do a lot with people when they meant to do what they meant to do. My thing is I want you to come back at me and say, I shouldn't have. Right? Because you meant to do what you meant to do. So I can't really do nothing with that because I know you meant to do it. So you saying you sorry don't mean nothing because you meant to do it. Right? You lying to yourself, right? Just like the card said, you lying, right? So just say that you shouldn't have. Come to me, say, well, I was wrong. I shouldn't have reacted that way. I shouldn't have did this. I was feeling whatever. That's the way I would want you to come to me. I don't care if I like it or not. Come the right way. Don't come to me with a bunch of I'm sorry. You're not sorry because you meant to do it. So you need to talk to the family, miss. God wants spiritual justice here. Talk to the family and be honest. You meant to do what you meant to do because that's how you was trained to pull out that black gun, and you know it. Go the right way. Don't go saying you sorry because you're not sorry because you meant to pull out that gun. When y'all go for the guns, you mean to pull out the gun. Like anybody else in a fight out here on the street. They mean to pick up, whatever they pick up a brick or whatever it is, they mean to pick it up. Bottom line. Bottom line. When my son was younger, I'm going that way because it hurt me bad because I'm a woman and I'm a mother. But my son was bigger than me, right? My son was so taller than me, right? It's like I wish I could turn into a man or a guy right then where I could go and do what I could do to those people. That's how I felt. Because it's like it's sad when it's like when people do certain things and they feel they can do it. Something happened to my son when my son was younger. My son got hit in the face with a brick. I ain't say a rock. Heard what I said? I said a brick. But he ain't just got hit in his face with a brick. His arms was held. So when your arms held, you can't even protect yourself. So when police officers have people all kind of ways and they can't even defend themselves, you got to remember, you got to some kind of way realize that people don't want to be harmed and hurt. And they're going to react. Yeah. So it's like, it feels a certain kind when people do things to your relatives. It bothers you. It hurts you deep down inside. You know what I'm saying? And you want people to acknowledge they're wrong. But it comes back to you one way or another because spiritual law is real. If God don't punish, if the law don't punish you the right way, God come in another way. Right? So what I'm saying is you need to talk to the family and you need to tell the truth, miss. Because you meant to do what you meant to do because that's how you train. You know black from yellow. If you got grandchildren, they'll tell you what your colors if you don't know your colors. So start with telling the truth, miss. Start with telling the truth. That's what God wants, the truth out of you. You already got away and you just did 2 years for somebody's life, you know. All right, this is the Brass Love One. This is storyline reading about Dante Wright, and it's focused on the murder of Dante Wright by Officer Potter. I keep saying, that's what I'm saying. When I hear Kim, I just keep going that way. Kim Potter. Yeah. So start with telling the truth. God wants you to tell the truth. Talk to the family. And come off of that lie. You was trained a certain way and you trained to pull that black gun, and that's why you pulled it. And it was in front of you too long for you not to know what color you was looking at. You know what it was going to do, so you know what color it was. Bottom line.